Today we're taking a look at Snowbreak Containment Zone, a very interesting gacha in this space, most notably for its incredibly free-to-play friendly mechanics, a lower pressure to grind than most I've seen, and a dev team that actually listens to their players. Oh, also, I suppose if you're a man of culture, there's quite a lot of that as well. So much, in fact, you can modify the game files to add even more culture, but we'll talk about that later. Having heard a lot of good things about Snowbreak, I'm happy to have partnered with them to share it with y'all. We'll check out the game as a whole, but also they just dropped a huge update I wanted to check out as well, featuring the new 5 stars Katya and Tess. We also got new outfits, new interactable scenes, tons of fun event content, and incredible rewards. If you want to give the game a try, I'll have the link in the description. With this update, it's definitely the best time to jump in. But anyway, let's get started with a quick overview of Snowbreak as a whole. As for gameplay, it's a third-person shooter, though unlike the typical gooner shooter, you have a lot more control in your movements, so it plays more like an actual shooter. You have 3 characters on a team, and they each have a normal fire, a skill, and an ultimate. You can also do some interesting things depending on weapon type, like obviously with snipers, you can look through the scope to see enemies further away. Stages usually involve some combination of defeating enemies, interacting with objects, or solving puzzles. They've recently gone pretty hard on high movement characters, which is always fun. You have units that can dash at super high speed or zoom around as a tornado, but yeah, that is the gist of combat/gameplay. I do want to talk about how free-to-play friendly it is, as that's probably its biggest draw for me personally. And I know many gachas can seem this way in the beginning, but thankfully I have a friend who has played for several months at this point that can vouch for it. I've mentioned him a few times on the channel, my theory crafter friend Ditsik. But here's some raw facts. Within minutes of starting, you can select a free 5-star, the highest rarity. I went with Winter Solstice Yao. Even being a standard 5-star, she's still considered a strong DPS. According to Ditsik, they're often giving out limited characters and weapons as well. And so far he's gotten the standard 5-star we just talked about, 2 limited 5 stars, and a limited 5-star weapon. Considering the game is still quite young, that's really impressive. The daily logins and tasks are also very generous, so even if you have your eye on a new limited operator, you can get them by just saving up for a bit. Oh, and speaking of which, you know how most gachas have a dupe system that makes characters stronger if you get multiple of them? Well, Snowbreak has that too, called manifestations, but you don't necessarily need to summon for them. There's personal files for each character where you can farm their shards for free. The first and second manifestations cost 60 shards, and you can farm 4 per day, though it is limited to 2 shards for the same character. Even so, in just 30 days, you can get 2 5 stars to M1 without a single pull. The 3rd through 6th manifestation cost more as you go up, but it still uses the same shard system, so with enough patience, you can max out anyone you want. When it comes to weapons, you only need 1 copy to max it out. There is a second option though, cause of course there is. If you have some weapons you don't want or need, you can break them down. Do that 3 times, and you can just choose a weapon you already own, and boom, done, it's max. Also, considering you get free 5-star weapons here and there from content, it's not unlikely to have 3 lying around to break down you don't need anymore, so it's also a really nice system. One other thing Ditsik praised is that the game doesn't focus on FOMO too much. I think he said it best, so I'll just quote him. Overall, what stuck out the most to me wasn't a specific element, but rather a feeling. Just the simple feeling that I wasn't forced to do anything, really, except enjoy the game. No weird bugs that jump scare me, not such an imbalance in combat power that without the proper specific teams, you can't do anything. No incentive to pay for anything other than to support the devs and get some small bonuses as thanks for doing so. Such a beautiful statement. And now I'm going to show you how to mod the game files to go ultra goon mode. It's actually really simple on PC. You just open the game directory, follow this path until you find a file called localization, open that, and change their 0 to a 1. Mine is already a 1 because I needed to make sure it worked. Yeah. So here we are in the game. This is their main event, Concord Ode. There's a ton of awesome rewards to get here, like Tess, you can see on the left. Totally free 5-star. Unfortunately, she is coming in the later half of the event, specifically on July 24th. And even before that, on the 20th, we're going to get 2 5-star selectors, 1 for a character, 1 for a weapon from the Azure Paradise selection. Katya, the limited 5-star though, is here, so I want to try and grab her from Gacha. She's the very first Gatling gun type unit, so that's pretty interesting. We got Cobalt Cyclone, her signature weapon, which we're going to be trying to pick up as well. But let's just start with Katya herself, see if we get some good luck here. We should have enough pulls to guarantee her. Let's just go ahead and skip this pull. I am not sure. I don't think we got a 5-star though. Got Inya Big Sis, pretty cool. Let's do 10 more. Nope, don't see any golden there either. Let's go ahead and skip. I do think the summon animation is pretty neat though. We got to swipe down on this and then yeah, all these things pop up. There she is, a little early, I suppose, and definitely will be her. She is the only 5-star you can get from this banner. And there she is. Damn. Yeah. I do, of course, want to try and get her signature weapon as well, so let's go ahead and start with that. Got a ton of 4-star weapons, which is pretty cool. I'm still quite early into the game, so Those are still helpful, I believe. Next, nothing. I mean, not nothing. Again, good chunk of 4 stars in there. We must be pretty close to pity. Let me check real quick. 2 more tin pulls and we'll be there. Also, it says right down here, Cobalt Cyclone is 100% of the orange tier weapon, so no 50-50 or any funny business to going on there either. So, oh, there it is. I accidentally just hit the skip button instead of doing a little swipe down. Cool. We could try and go for a second one just to max it out real quick. I do want to see how that system works without breaking down my very few 5 stars. I believe we have enough pulls to get a second one, so sure, let's just go ahead. Okay. I don't think that was early, actually. But we started with 160 pulls, so we only needed, what, 130 for both weapons, so not bad either. But okay, let's take a quick look at Katya. We can also talk about, like, the character progression system here. We have, like, the standard level up items. We're just gonna hit Q select, and we'll use the items to get her to our current max level, which is only 40. Yeah, we're still a little early in the game, but what can you do? So level raising, very simple. As for the weapon, we currently got Bubble Blaster. That's very cute, but of course we do want to give her Cobalt Cyclone, her signature. And then since we did pick up a second one, we are going to go ahead and modify it. And yes, as you can see, after doing this, the weapon is totally maxed, tier 2 out of 2. And it's not like they just made the buff bad either. A lot of these numbers are getting, you know, close to doubled, 1830, 3660. So it's almost like going from R1 to R5 with a single weapon. And that's pretty cool. We didn't really take a look at logistics because I don't believe they're unlocked on my actual account yet, or I just don't have any. I guess we can consider these as kind of like artifacts. With the free test we'll get later on in the event, she also comes with her signature like 3-piece logistics set as well, which is nice. Next up, we got manifestations. This is, you know, like the constellation system. I do think it's pretty cool that you unlock constellations in chunks, basically. So we can use 6 of our shards to unlock, I guess, a 10th of the constellation and we get 0.5 attack. So of course the big important one is when you fill it up. But on your way you get some little stat bumps and you can see some progress. But now we're going to do the final one and actually get her to M1, which is more like a typical constellation. Enemies hit by her dimensional pursuit cannons take 18% more damage for 1 second. I assume she fires them pretty fast. I mean, she's a Gatling gun user. And then we have Neuronics over here, which kind of just feel like Constellation Part 2 or a manifestation, but it doesn't use duplicates or shards or anything. It just uses these fiber axons, which you can, you know, get in normal content. I guess I would compare this closest to like talent ups. It looks like we're getting some pretty decent buffs there. I assume she's going to be my strongest character now. I mean, she's the newest one. We got her signature weapon. Probably safe to invest everything we have into her. Okay, we do have to stop now because the requirement is level 50, so we can't really do anything. I was just reading through her skills. She actually sounds really cool. Gatling gun operatives cannot utilize cover. That's something I never did anyway. Forget cover. So just out there blasting them with a Gatling gun. But yeah, I kind of just want to play with her. She does seem to have some movement stuff as well, at least during combat. Dude, look at that. That's so sick. Oh yeah, look at that. Her dash is pretty cool. Oh wait, here we go. We got a big group of enemies. Dude, I love Gatling guns. Okay, she does go through the 300 bullets very fast though. Dude, that's so cool. All right, that was just her normal fire. Let's try her E. Okay, I believe if we fire through this little barrier, then we get like some extra damage. You could see it there. It changes shape. Yeah, try her burst, her Q. Okay. Oh my god. That is some massive AoE. Oh, and we can move around. Okay, how long does it last? Oh yeah, it says over there, defeating a target extends its duration. So because enemies just keep spawning here, it's probably going to last forever. We also got some new outfits here. Of course, we have to give them a look-see. I don't think it changes like stats or mechanics much, but it does look more aerodynamic, you know. When you're holding such a big Gatling gun, every gram counts. We also got some new interactable scenes, so we can touch Katya's belly to see how she reacts. Sure. Let's do that. Something's hidden on Katya. Can you find it? Okay, we can like move this guy's hand and see if we can. Ah, that's a pretty cute flower, I gotta say. Ooh, now we get the flower? That's nice. Thanks. It's at least like 5% crit damage, I'm sure. Oh, we got camera controls as well. That's good. And it says you can interact with other body parts as well. Have fun discovering them. Okay, chat, I'm gonna pretend I'm live right now, so I am not alone. Okay, nothing happens with the feet. She just makes a sound. Oh no, wait, we can move the foot. I mean, like, you know, good for the old joints, probably. We gave her a sprinkler. That's pretty cute. I mean, all jokes aside, this is a pretty nice scene. Just like looking at the technological aspects of it, like it looks really good, and we can do a head pat. I clicked the intimate chat button, so I guess we're gonna. I wasn't listening. Sorry, I was trying to commentate to my YouTube audience. I think we can also get married. It appears this way. Heck yes. Pogger's champion. Oh, we gotta put the ring on. There we go. Oh, wait, she can play the guitar? That's pretty sick. Hold on. Tap or hold the what now? Oh, it's like a rhythm game, and I'm messing up horribly. There are a lot of different scenes for like this one character, so it's actually really impressive, I gotta say. I guess we're gonna pour her some wine. What? Dude. Okay, it's just implied chat. There's nothing actually. It's not over. We also got a new area in the base, Cozy Parlor. We are going to check that out as well. I think there's a bit of a mini game. I think there's supposed to be music playing. It is possible that the music slider in my options is off for some reason. Ah yes, we have Bluff or Blush. Let's give that a look-see. Basically how this game works is everyone playing gets some cards. A random element is designated at the start of the round, and I assume the goal is to get rid of all your cards first. You can place any cards down you want in your hand. When they're face down, they're counted as the same element, but the other players can challenge your bluff. And if you didn't put down the same element card, you'll have to drink one of 3 drinks. One of them seemingly being drugged, and if you drink that one, you are out, of course, but the other 2 are normal drinks. So pretty interesting minigame there. But okay, let's play some of the event. We do have a rerun for Goldrush Party. This looked pretty fun. It's kind of like a Monopoly board. So you just hit the move button and we essentially roll a dice. Okay, we just ran into a minigame. I think it showed us all of the matches here, but I wasn't paying attention. So we only have 15 seconds. We're gonna try and get as many as we can. We didn't do so well. Next time we run into that, I'll be prepared though. Sure, we'll purchase the gray cabin. Ah, there's a little wheel thing. We only got 1 space. Yeah, I mean, general Monopoly rules is you buy everything you can, right? We have been collecting some cards down here we could use. Some buffs for me, some debuffs for my opponent. So yeah, pretty cool. Let's just continue moving though. Oof. I just landed on her property. Jesus. Yeah, not too much to say. It's a little bit more like in-depth than Monopoly, I suppose, because you do get these skill cards you can use strategically either on yourself or your opponent. But yeah, it's quite fun. I like the little mini games like this. Let's also take a look at Star Master. I believe this is a new one. So we have some enemies here. We're not going to kill, but just weaken, and then we should be able to capture them. So once we reduce its HP to 0, then we can capture. And then we can deploy him. We do have some more monster icons. Oh wait, can we capture like humanoids? That'd be kind of funny. Maybe not while this one's still alive. Oh, interesting. Well, she just died. God, okay, wait, there's an entire like map going on here. Okay, that's crazy. There's also fishing. Jeez, okay, this is actually, I thought this was just like a little mini game, but it seems pretty huge. You have your like completionist objective list as well. So like we have 2 out of 20 surprise boxes, for example. Kind of not doing so well in that regard. Here we have a portal. Maybe this is where we use our, captured enemies. We have this thing. Our cost is 16, so I'm just going with these 2 7s, I guess. You can actually see them following me. All right. So they're basically little companions for these battles. Okay, well that makes more sense. Holy hell, they're getting obliterated though. I mean, I guess they are kind of taking all the fire right now. My captured enemies are still alive. Oh, and there is actually a new one to capture, probably a strong one, but let's take care of the rest of the enemies first. Okay, I think we got them all. That was kind of close though. Let's go ahead and capture this one. Human Titan Hybrid. I guess I just literally didn't notice they've been here the whole time. Okay, so yeah, just like little helpers while I'm going around capturing more and, collecting all this stuff around here, and then I guess ultimately getting the rewards for doing so. It's a little too big in scope for a video like this. It would probably deserve like an entirely separate one. And that's only one part of the event. We also have time trials, Explorer Island. A lot of this stuff is locked still, but what the hell? Actually, all of it's locked. I guess we'd have to get further in Buddy Island. Man, that is huge. That is crazy. All of that contained in just this little box of the event. What's going on? Garden Mayhem also looks really cool. Unfortunately, also not available right now. but you're seeing a little snippet of it. Has sort of a Plants vs. Zombies vibe. Looks fun. I'm honestly quite sad I can't play it right now, but that'll be open a bit later in the event. Rewards seem to mostly be Digicash, which is the, premium currency for summons, etc. But also the Star of Dreams. If I were to guess, that is the event currency. We also have Flower of Erudition. Probably a different event currency. I want to check out the shop, see what kind of stuff we can get. Okay, here we go. The quantum cells. Okay, this is like the talent upgrade stuff, I guess. Oh, interesting. Drum magazine. Is this maybe an attachment for our minigun? We also have a 4-star Gatling gun here. As far as I've heard from Ditzik, the 4 stars are definitely good enough if you don't want to or can't get the 5-star equivalent. Obviously worse, but like still, you can just grab it from the event. Also, of course, we got some just summon tickets, lots of like the general basic resources. So yeah, looks good. We of course also do have the main story / stages for the event. Sure, we'll go through it a bit, I suppose. Haven't seen too much gameplay, especially not with the new character. I'll be honest, until now, I've mostly been playing on mobile, which has like a very generous aim support. I do not feel that at all on PC. I think it's just off, so I'll have to get a bit used to that. Oh yeah, the enemies die so much faster when we're blasting them through the shield thing. That's crazy. Oh, this guy's kind of strong. Let's blast that E and then just instantly gets melted. That's crazy. Yeah, I like her a lot. Just seeing those like hundreds of ticks per second of damage, it's crazy. Ooh, we got a big one here. Okay, hold on. Let's get that out first. Actually, let's try her burst. Oh wait, he's dead already. Okay. Strong enemy incoming. I'm glad we saved her ultimate. All right, there's the boss. We're gonna do test the support skill first. And honestly, I guess sure hers as well. And then we're gonna do her E and burst, and we'll see what's going on there. Kaboom. Oh yeah, he's getting absolutely obliterated. I mean, that was a boss, I think. Oh my god. Yeah, she's really strong. But yeah, there's Snowbreak. I do think it's honestly a really fun game, and I just appreciate how generous and free-to-play friendly it is compared to a lot of other gachas out there. The event does look absolutely sick as well, like Star Master. Jesus, so much content in one little part of the event. So yeah, again, if you want to give it a try, I'll have the link in the description down below, but that will do it for me. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Dropping a like or subscribing if you enjoyed is always greatly appreciated as well. Thanks, as always, for watching, and until next time.